Hey, welcome to the Crypto Engineer channel. Sorry, my hair was a little messed up. Okay, let's look at the crypto markets and kind of see what's going on right now. Right now, Bitcoin is currently sitting at $88,500, and it's looking like we can make a new all-time high tonight. Technically, my time, it's 11 p.m. Central Time, but I still think. So when I say tonight, I mean tomorrow morning, tonight, whatever. Sometime before the markets open tomorrow for the stock market, I think Bitcoin can make a new all-time high. We'll see what happens. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll look at them. If you guys are new, appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe and hit the bell notification if you guys are on YouTube. If you guys want to join my free Telegram, link to join that is on YouTube, and I think it's also on TikTok. And if you guys want to join the trading group, link to join that is on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get started here. That is this Crypto Andrew 333. I don't know why I show that, but maybe it helps. So right now, let me share my screen so that you guys can see what I'm seeing and entire screen. And any reason, sometimes my screen decides to stop being displayed, let me know and I'll look at it and then I'll fix it. But anyways, the first thing I want to look at is the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Right now, we're sitting at 80 on the Fear and Greed Index. Let me get the music going. So we are in extreme greed. I think anything above 80 is extreme greed. So just be cautious. Take profits. I already took profits on one trade today. So just be cautious because the markets can always correct, and you never know what's going to happen. Even in a bull run, we are due for. I think right now, even though I see more upside short term, I think Bitcoin is very overdue for a correction. So. The macro timeframes are good, like the monthly time frame. So I'll start the monthly time frame for Bitcoin. Monthly time frame, you have more room on the stock R side to continue getting your bounce. The weekly time frame, you can see that you overbought, making a massively higher high on the weekly time frame. If we look at the 3-day, we can see the 3 days overbought, money flows extended. Like the 3-day says we need is not, it doesn't say we're bearish, but it says that we need a pullback. 2 day, same thing. And the daily, same thing. Overbought stock RSI and money flow is extended. If we jump down to the 12-hour, money flow is still overbought. 12-hour is also overbought on the stock RSI. 8-hour time frame, pretty much overbought, starting to curl down on the stock RSI. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is starting to curl down on the stock RSI. The 6-hour, same thing. Money flow is extended. Stock RSI starting to curl down. 4-hour time frame, you can see a little bit better. RSI is at 86 out of 100. And so now we go to the 3-hour. You can really see on the 3-hour, RSI is coming down while Bitcoin is going sideways. That's a very bullish sign to me. 2-hour, you can see it. We're at 82 on the stock RSI. And then the 1-hour time frame is where I really want to start taking our time, dial in a little bit here, because Bitcoin on the 1-hour time frame is oversold, making a higher low on the stock RSI. RSI is at 20 right now. It's not completely oversold, but it's at 20 right now. So it is looking good. I see Bitcoin making some kind of bull pennant upwards trajectory. So we do need to be a little bit cautious here. Like the 30-minute time frame oversold on the stock RSI, making a higher low. So really, this is the key price I'm looking at for Bitcoin to remain bullish. It's going to 120 by March. So that's what someone said on TikTok. So right now, Bitcoin must hold the price level of $86,900. If you can hold that level, 86.9, there will be. Then there's no doubt there will be more upside, right? If you hold 86.9, we can go higher. So I would say it's not a very strong support, but it is a local low. So for right now, it's all the support we got. 86.9. If you hold 86,900, I see more upside for Bitcoin. If you lose that level, I would want to be out of my trade, at least on Bitcoin. So right now, that's how I see it. If we jump down to the 15-minute time frame, you can see the 15 short term made a lower high, but you got the half-hour, which is oversold. The 1-hour is about to be oversold. And for right now, you're making higher lows. So again, 86.9, you must hold it. If you don't hold it, you could really have a big crash down. Like your next support, I guess, could be 86.5. If you lose 86.5, then you will have a move down, probably to these local highs here at 85,000. So that's where I got into this trade. I initially got into this Bitcoin long at 81, and then I bought more just a little bit ago. So my average price is $85,000. Bitcoin right now getting a little bit of a pullback. 10-minute time frame, 7-minute time frame. 7-minute looks like it's going to make a higher low. You're at 76 on the stock RSI. I do see this probably making a higher low here. So short-term price action for Bitcoin, I could see a little bit of a pullback, but like as long as you again hold 86,900, this is bullish. Like the 5-minute time frame, which is a time frame I opened this trade up on, right now is still in this trading pattern, trading area that we're in right now. You're above the moving averages. So as far as I'm concerned, we're still bullish. Again, 86.9 must hold for the bulls tonight into tomorrow morning. If you don't hold 86.9, again, I see a much bigger pullback coming. So if we go over to Bookmap, let's see where Bookmap has more orders. You can see the order book. Let me go full screen right here. You can see that there's more orders down here, 87,600. So we'll see what happens. We could definitely go down there, but again, I said as long as you hold 86,900, we're good. So if you come down to 87.6, that would still be bullish as long as you hold the 86.9 level. I would prefer we don't go down there. And then you can see up here, we have orders up here at 89.5 again, which is very close to the all-time highs. I think of 89,800 was the all-time high. So you do have liquidity on both sides. I think you have slightly more to the downside. And if you do go down to 87,600, 87,500, again, as long as you don't lose 86.9, I don't think it's a big problem. But I think it'd be much better if we go up. Now, I will say the longer you stay at this price level of 88,000, we're building support below us then. So that is a healthy long term. But short term, if you can't continue your slow move to the upside, then it's likely that the top is in. So we do need to see price get respected a little bit at these levels of 86.9 and hopefully make a higher low, maybe 87.5 or something. So we'll see what happens. But that's just where I see Bitcoin right now. 86.9 is the price. It is the cement line you must hold to remain bullish. And if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I will look at them. But that's just how I see the markets right now. So I am in a trade. I took profits on XRP. I gave it to my trading group. I probably also told you guys about it, but I took profits on XRP. I got out. Then I got into this trade on RPL. I made a video about all the coins I was going over, and RPL was one of them. It was a 25-minute video, 20-minute video. So go watch it if you didn't watch it yet. It's very informative. It's on my YouTube channel. But right now, I entered this trade because the price made an entire candle above the 333-minute time frame, and it looked bullish to me, so I took the trade. I was risking it, I think, like $50 on this trade, which for my account size is not too much. It's I think less than 3%. So my stop is down here at $11.40, and right now, at least the measured move is $14. Now I don't have a take profit set just yet. I'm waiting to see if we get that move up. But I'll stay in this trade as long as you stay above this yellow line. So if we get up to $14 and we're still continuing up and we're still bullish on the smaller time frames, I'll stay in the trade. But for right now, that's what I got going on. Stop at $11.40. We'll see what happens. But that is the current trade I'm in on RPL. So I'm in a Bitcoin long. I'm in an RPL long right now. And I'm also in a massive Ethereum long. I believe this is my biggest trade. I got into this at 30.20. My stop is at break even. Again, I'm going to stay in this trade as long as you're above this yellow line, which I know right now is a ways away. But I'm hoping that this line comes closer while the price continues going sideways or up, and then I can stay in this trade for a while. I would love to hold this Ethereum long that I got into just above $3,000 all the way to all-time highs. We'll see what happens. All-time highs, I think, is almost $4,900, and right now we're $1,100. So no. $1,800 away from that right now. So see what happens. But that's kind of what I got going on right now for this trade. So I'm in 3 trades right now. Those are the 3 I got in. If you guys have requests, let me know. But yeah, that's just kind of what we got cooking short term, and Bitcoin trying to get the bounce here. We'll see if we can get it on the smaller time frames. So if you guys are new, or if you're just watching, I appreciate if you hit the likes. It does help the channel, helps support my channel. And let's go to the 1-minute time frame for Bitcoin right now. So we don't have to have this happen, but this is technically a falling wedge for Bitcoin on the 1-minute time frame. So let's just see if this plays out to the upside or not. It is, these break up 68% of the time. You're in a nice uptrend. This 1-minute time frame would take you to $89,600 within $200 or $300 of the all-time high. I don't know, depending on what exchange you're on, that obviously all-time high is going to be slightly different, but this 1-minute time frame would get you back very close to the all-time highs, and it would basically get you a slightly higher high than what you just had moments ago. We did just a little bit ago get up to $89,600. No, we went to 89,123 just a little bit ago. I'm sorry. So I guess the all-time high. No, the all-time high is 80 on this exchange. It's 89,848 because back here you got up there. So that's what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin is a move up. This doesn't have to happen, but the 1-minute time frame says it could happen. The 2-minute time frame on the stock RSI suggesting the same thing. Oversold RSI. It looks good to me. 3 minutes oversold, not getting the curve up yet, but it looks okay. 1 minute is going to make a lower high here, but that's okay as long as you make a higher low then. So we'll kind of see what happens. But 1, 2, and 3 minute look bullish to me. 4 minute looks good. 5 minutes started to look good as well. So I do see more upside coming for Bitcoin into tomorrow. I'm going to call it now. I believe Bitcoin will hold that level at 86,900 that I said you must hold to remain bullish. And I believe we're going to make a higher low and continue to the upside and make a new all-time high sometime tomorrow morning. In the next 8 to 12 hours, or maybe even, I'm going to say in the next 1 to 12 hours, Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. It could make it soon, but I mean, if it makes it in 15 minutes, I won't be that surprised. But I'm saying sometime in the next 12 hours, Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. That's my prediction right now. So that's just what we got going on. And yeah, we are yet to get a like, which I'm not quite sure why. But I think I'm giving pretty good advice here. Not financial advice, but yeah, I think it's pretty solid. I think if you guys follow what I do, I think you guys would make money because I've been making money today. I made money on XRP, and then I flipped half of that into RPL. The other half of it I added to my Bitcoin long, which is now in profit and stop loss in profit. So like, I don't know. If you just follow what I was doing, if you were in the trade group, you would be in profit right now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on for Bitcoin right now. We do need to get a bounce out of this level. We must hold super short-term price action, 88,172. If you don't hold that level, you are going to look for more downside back to that 86.9 level. Now, I'm not saying that's where you go if you lose 88.1, but you know, short-term price action, you would probably at least go back down to 87,770 if you lose 88,200. So we'll see what happens, but that's just what I see. I am still bullish on the market, and we'll see what's going on. So if you guys have a request for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll look at those coins. But with that being said, that's kind of what I got going on. And this is just how I see the markets. Again, I'm long. If I wasn't bullish on the markets, I would not stay long. So yeah, that's kind of what we got cooking right now. And I don't know why some streams we got a bunch of people watching, other streams we don't have many, but that's just how it goes. So, anyways, yeah, I do see a move. Finally, Bitcoin, you can see right here, is starting to get the move to the upside, $88,500 and 88,506. So we'll see what happens. 1 minute's getting overbought. Be cautious. But again, you got the 2 minute, you got the 3 minute all in your favor. You also almost have the 4 minute in your favor now. 4 minute needs a little more downside, but I like what I'm seeing right now for Bitcoin on the smaller time frames. I'm not trying the 1 minute time frame. I'm actually in a long on the 5 minute, and I've been in the long all day on the 5 minute. So that's what we got going on. I think if Bitcoin went sideways or slightly up, I think RPL will follow, and that's another reason I'm in the long with a very tight stop loss. So we'll see what happens, but I like our odds to win all 3 of these trades. I guess I've already won the Ethereum and Bitcoin trade. The RPL trade is the only one that I could lose money on. So we'll see what happens. I think right now on the Bitcoin trade, I'm up $500. I think on Ethereum, I'm up close to $750. And then RPL, I'm probably up $30 right now. I got into RPL at $10.72. No, $11.72. I mean, and the stop is at $11.40. Yeah. So there are a lot of coins that I went through earlier today. If you guys want to go check that out, check my video on YouTube. But there's a lot of coins that are looking bullish to me right now. But I only found of my entire watch list, I only found about 5 that looked ready to go. So I'll go through the 5 right now if you didn't watch it. So Blast was one of them. Now my strategy is to trade the 333-minute time frame and get an entire candle close above this thicker yellow line without touching it. So right now, Blast is still not a buy to me, and it can't be a buy at least for about 6 more hours because this candle has 20 minutes left in it, but it did touch that yellow line. So I want to see the entire candle not touch it. Plus, it's also now getting overbought on the stock RSI, making a lower high. So to me, right now, Blast is on my watch list, but it's not a buy. NUL, again, it's on my watch list, but you're still touching that yellow line on this wick. So to me, that's not a buy, but it's something to have on my watch list if you can get above it and stay above it. RPL right now isn't a falling wedge. That's the trade I'm in. That was the only one of the 5 that I saw as a buy right now. Bendog, again, test isn't a falling wedge. That's the trade I'm in. That was the only one of the 5 that I saw as a buy right now. Bendog, again, testing that area. If you could get above this yellow line, it's a buy to me. You have not done that yet, obviously. Maker is in a bull pennant with a measure move up to almost 2,100. And frankly, if you could have your stop at 14.12 if you want to front run the move to the upside here. But otherwise, I'm waiting for a confirmation of a move above this thicker yellow line, which is currently coming in at $15 or $1,523. We'll see what happens. But you could front run it. It's a high risk. But, you could front run the trade. IJO was the last one that I saw as possibly being bullish, although right now you're getting rejected off that yellow line. You need to get a move above 325 and stay above it for a few hours at least. And so those are the 5 that I'm looking at. And the only one that was a buy so far was RPO, which is in the slight green. The trade's in the slight green right now. So we'll see what happens. 1 of the 5 look good. The other 4 of the 5 could be buys tomorrow. We'll see. But those are the ones to have on your radar going into tomorrow for possible gains. We'll see what happens. But that's just what I see going on right now. Bitcoin right now getting the move to the upside slowly but surely. And hey, I think it's better if Bitcoin goes up slowly versus fast because it's a healthier balance. Let's go back to Bookmap and see where the liquidity is at on Bitcoin. And right now, the order books are kind of sparse. The markets are closed, but so Bookmap's not really helping, but I still see more upside on Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. If there's no requests, I'm going to wrap things up. That's kind of my Bitcoin update. So macro timeframes, though, at least on the 5-minute time frame, Bitcoin must hold $86,900. If you can't do that, it's game over, and then I'd be getting out of the trade. So I'm going to move my stop loss to $86,900. And if you lose that level, well, that sucks. But if you stay above that level, I'll stay in the trade. And otherwise, beyond that, I'm going to keep my stop loss right below this thicker yellow line on the 5-minute time frame, and I'll be in the trade. So if this yellow line comes above 86.9, then I'll move my stop loss up accordingly, basically a trailing stop. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Bitcoin looks bullish if we stay above 86.9, and Bitcoin right now on the 1-minute time frame getting a little bit of move to the upside. So that's what we got going on. I believe we're going to see all-time highs here pretty quickly, sometime in the next hour or two. But again, anything's possible. 3-minute is now curving to the upside as well. 3-minute looks beautiful right now for a move to $89,600, which is almost all-time highs. 4-minute time frame as well. Never got completely oversold. You only got down to 16 on the stock RSI, but overall, even the 4-minute looks very good to me on Bitcoin. 5-minute, same situation. Overall, that's still pretty good. 7 minutes not oversold, but like the 5-minute and below look very good for a move to the upside. Now, Bitcoin's almost at $88,800 again. So let's go back to Bookmap, see if anything's different. You still have a lot of orders down there, 87,900. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of what I see going on right now. So it kind of amazes me that we don't have more viewers, but this is what's going on. So Bitcoin looks good. Looks like we're breaking out to the upside. And let me go back to my Ethereum trade because I do want to monitor the price of Ethereum. I'm not going to stick around too much longer if there's no request. Ethereum trade is booming to the upside. I called this at 225 2 or 3 weeks ago, and right now it's doing very well. Next resistance, if you stay above 350, would be 420 on Tesla. 416 technically, but yeah. All right, I got to find Ethereum right now. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys. With that being said, I do see more upside if you stay above 86,900. I see an all-time high coming in the next few hours. But yeah, that's just kind of what I got going on. If you guys have anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be back live Saturday, 11 p.m. Central Time. If Bitcoin goes to like near 100,000, I'll go live before then. But otherwise, I'll be posting videos, so be on the lookout for videos. Hit the bell notification if you guys are watching on YouTube, because then you get notified every time I post a video. If you guys have video requests, let me know in the comment section of this video, or just let me know now, because I'm open to requests for videos on YouTube. But that's kind of what I got going on. I do see more upside for Bitcoin into tomorrow morning, and this Ethereum trade I opened up on the 5.5 hour time frame, so this is a swing trade. RPL is a swing trade. And Bitcoin is more of a day trade. But yeah, I guess that's kind of my update for the markets tonight. What indicator do you use? Well, I use multiple. So, whoops, did not want to move that. So I use the stock RSI. I don't use the money flow as much, but it is interesting to know where the money flow is. Honestly, I could do without the money flow. The ones I really rely on, though, to trade and I couldn't trade without them because my trading strategy would not work without them, is the stock RSI and the moving averages. So I use the 200-day moving average, and then I use a 200-day smooth moving average. And then this blue line here is the 21-day moving average. So I use two different types of moving averages, and I use a stock RSI. And then if you want to add in the money flow, you could, but I could most definitely, I might get rid of the money flow because, I mean, it's interesting to see when money's coming into the market, but overall, I most definitely don't base my trades on that. Although it is nice to see money flow is green when you're in a bullish trade, you know. But so I basically just use 2 indicators. I guess you could say 3. Yeah, it's 3 indicators, and that's what I do. So, yeah. With that being said, guys, I think I'm going to wrap things up and get on out of here. Bitcoin right now getting a little bit of a pullback to the downside, and that's just what we got going on right now. I believe the 1 minute's going to make a higher low here. I guess we'll see in a second. But yeah, 1 minute time frame on Bitcoin is trying to make a higher low here. We still have a few more minutes of downside action, probably on the 1 minute. Then you have to go to the 2 minutes, see what that's doing. That's also getting overbought. But again, the 3 minute has gas, the 4 minute has gas, the 5 minute has gas. Although you could say the 5 minute never got oversold, nor did the 4 minute. So these need to roll over one more time, which to me is okay. They're almost oversold. Let me look at the 10 minute. 10 minute needs to come down. 15 needs to come down. So my guess is 15 actually does not need to come down. You never got overbought, so you need to keep being overbought. 10 minute needs to come down though. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I believe I believe we're gonna keep going up here short term though. The 15-minute time frame never got overbought. You know, you're starting to curve, but you never got overbought on the 15. It's pretty likely. I don't know. I could be wrong. That Bitcoin does super short term continue to the upside here. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, I'm in a Bitcoin long. If you hold 86,900, I'm going to stay in my long. I've said that a dozen times now in the last 30 minutes. That's just what I got going on. So the trend is up. And if people keep trying to short the tops here, we are going to get a short squeeze to the upside. And I would love to stay live for it, but I don't know how long that's going to take. So, yeah, let me go back to Bookmap one more time. And Bookmap now just built a ton of liquidity to 88,800, which I mean is only $100 away from where we are. And we were just at 88,800. Actually, we were almost at 89,000. So I still see more. I still see a slight move to the upside incoming for Bitcoin. So it should be working. What do you mean show charts? It's anyways. Yeah. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. I have 3 trades open, and I see a move coming for Bitcoin here. Just gotta be patient a little bit. I've been in this Bitcoin long all day, so yeah, it is what it is. I initially opened up this long at 81,000 and change. I don't know exactly how much it was, but I do see us breaking to the upside here. And now it would be interesting to see if we sweep 88,800, where Bitcoin would go next, or as far as liquidity goes. Because right now, there's not much liquidity on the order books to the upside, at least in the short term. Maybe above 89.4 there is. I think there was a lot of 89.5. I can't tell if it's still there. It's too zoomed in, but we'll see what happens. I do see more upside for Bitcoin, though, and I see 90,000 happening in the next few hours. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for the likes on YouTube as well. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got. I see more upside for Bitcoin, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be back live Saturday, 11 p.m. Central Time. If Bitcoin gets close to 100,000 before then, which I don't know if that's going to happen, it seems unlikely. But then again, Bitcoin was up almost $9,000 at one point today, so anything's possible. If Bitcoin gets to 100,000 before Monday, I'll definitely go live for that. But otherwise, with that being said, that's what I got. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, trade safe. Have a great rest of your week. And I'm excited for this week in crypto. I think today was the most parabolic day of my entire life in crypto. I've seen crazy moves in Bitcoin and all, but like to go up almost $10,000 in one day, I can't say I've seen that before. I don't feel FOMO or anything, but it was a pretty fun day. Every time I looked at Bitcoin, it was slightly higher. So yeah, gotta say, it was a fun day in crypto. Anyways, That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for stopping by, and trade safe. Always use a stop loss, and don't FOMO. Those are my 3 tips. What do I think on Dogecoin right now? I think that Dogecoin is extended. It's overbought, as is the entire market. But that might not matter. Oh my God, Dogecoin is ripping. Dogecoin is ripping. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? It's not gonna let me do that. So I was trying to make a video really quick about Dogecoin, but it might not work for me because I'm already using the camera. Just film the screen. Welcome to the Crypto Angel channel. Emergency update for Dogecoin as it is continuing to break out. I just looked at the chart. It's breaking out. Where are we going next for Dogecoin? So we're going to zoom out to the last time Dogecoin was at these levels. So you had resistance at 35 cents. We have breached that. This thing could rip. And I might have to open up a different chart because I don't see any data on this chart above, 50 cents? And I don't think 50 cents was a resistance. So let me see if we can get another chart up going. So here we go. We're going to add this to my watch list. So here we go. If Dogecoin continue on this chart's at 42 cents, oh, that's a huge difference. That's actually crazy. This could be a breakout trade for the ages. I mean, your next resistance is almost all-time highs. You did not spend much time with these other price levels. Now, if I go back here, this is on the 3-day time frame. I mean, you have to remember that, right? On the 2-day time frame, where is our next resistance? I could say that there's more resistance at 35.6, but you're above that. You're already above 35.6. There's no resistance until 75 cents on Dogecoin right now. Going to the daily time frame. Let me zoom out a little bit, go over to where we were at. Daily time frame. Where do you have resistance on the daily now? You could say you have some resistance at 60 cents. You might have some at 46. So those are the short, but those are very weak resistances because you were not there very long. I really see the next massive resistance. Yes, you have very little resistance. You have some resistance at 46 cents. You have some at 50. If you break 50, I really do think you're going to 75 cents on Dogecoin. It's ripping to the upside right now. Let me go back to where we are in price action right now. But Dogecoin looks extremely bullish to me. I'm not saying buy now because you're basically FOMOing at this point. But I will say that Dogecoin looks like it's going to start ripping to the upside on these time frames. So let me just zoom in here. If I can find out where we even are right now. Yeah, this is kind of getting crazy. Let me go to the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame ripping to the upside. This is most definitely a breakout trade. And I wish I saw this. Wow. This is like a trade I wish I could trade, but I don't want to FOMO. So 1-minute time frame for Dogecoin wants to rip to the upside. I bet you get to 46 cents tonight or tomorrow morning, I should say. 45 cents is the measure move. From there, could you make another flag and get up to that resistance at 46, 47? I think it's very likely. Or you could probably just go straight to 47 now. But 47 cents sometime tomorrow or in the next 4 hours would not surprise me at all. It could actually happen in under an hour because this is the 1-minute time frame. So I'm calling for a 47-cent Dogecoin above that, 50 cents above that, all-time highs at 75. With that being said, guys, it looks bullish to me. Not financial advice, super short-term price action. If you lose a level of 41.4, it's likely to go back to the next support down there at 35 cents. With that being said, that's kind of all I got. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. It's just a quick update on Dogecoin. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video on Dogecoin. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, trade safe and toodaloo. Yeah, Dogecoin looks very good to me. Thank you for that request. It looks very, very bullish to me right now. And let's go back to Bitcoin, see what's going on with Bitcoin. I also want to go back to Bookmap and see what's going on with Bookmap. Again, you still have a lot of liquidity up at $88,800, so nothing crazy there. Wow, look at this. 1-minute time frame is about to continue to the upside on Bitcoin. You have this bigger falling wedge here that's breaking out. Now you have this really small time frame falling wedge that's about to break out. I wish I could go to the 1-second chart or 30-second chart or something like that, because then this would be very apparent. But this is about to break up to the upside again, and this smaller flag is going to take you to $89,065 if it plays out to the upside. Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame must hold this last local low here at 88,434. If you hold 88,434, this is going to go above 89,000. So not financial advice. That's just how I see the market. And right now it looks very ready for a little bit of a move to the upside. So we'll see what happens. But that's how I see it. I see more upside for Bitcoin coming, and it's so addicting watching what's going on right now. So I'll watch Dogecoin. I'm not going to take a trade on it. I already have 3 trades open. But if I didn't have 3 trades open, I'd be tempted. I've already made my money today, so I'm not FOMOing, but I bet there's an 80 to 90% chance that this goes to 45, 46 cents in the next hour. We'll stay here. We'll watch Dogecoin, the 1 minute time frame. I want to see if I'm right. And again, you can't lose 41.4. If you lose 41.4, that's a lower low on the flag, and that's very, very, very likely if you make a lower low on the flag that you'd be dumping to the downside. They could do a fake out, but usually when I see a lower low on a flag, that's usually the end of the rally for that flag. So we'll see what happens. But right now for Bitcoin, right now for Dogecoin, they're both breaking to the upside. RPL, I got money on RPL, but I'm more worried. Not even worried. I'm more interested in Ethereum because I only put $100 into RPL. I did use 20x leverage, but I have way more money on Ethereum. So let's see what Ethereum's doing. Again, Ethereum looks very bullish to me. On the 5.5 hour time frame, I see a move on Ethereum up to $4,100 almost on Ethereum. It's continuing its breakout. RSI is making a higher high. Then you look for a higher low and then a continuation. So probably something like this is about to happen for Ethereum. Maybe a slightly higher high here, a pullback to retest the support at 32.38, get rejected off of this resistance at 3,500, go sideways for a little bit, and continue chopping up to that resistance up at 40.77. We'll see what happens. I'll leave that line there, see if it happens. But I think Dogecoin is very bullish here. 1 minute time frame ripping to the upside. That falling wedge is starting to break out right now. Dogecoin staying in the flag. Honestly, if Bitcoin stays in the flag, I bet Dogecoin will stay in the flag as well. So that's just what I see going on for Dogecoin right now. Yeah, it's just everything's bullish. Well, let's go back to the book map and see where the orders are at on Bitcoin. Again, 88,800. If you're almost there, I really want to see if we break this, go another $100 higher, where the orders are at above 88,800. Like, what's going to happen? I want to see. I think again earlier today when you're close to all-time highs, you have also a lot more liquidity. If I remember right, and if it hasn't changed, you have a lot more orders at 89,500 up here. So if you break 88,800, if there's still more liquidity to the upside, it would be at 89.5, and then probably a lot at all-time highs. We'll see what happens. But overall, that's what I see for Bitcoin. Oh, look at that. So now that you lost that flag on Dogecoin, it's likely that you're going to at least come down to test these highs here. And that'd be a bullish retest. But if you lose 40 cents now, it's a bad sign. So you must hold 40 cents now. The bulls must hold 40 cents and use it as support. If you can't do that, you're going to get a little bit of a dump to the. That is no longer. Although they could do a fake out, bring it right back up. That's what I said earlier. It could happen. But usually when you lose that flag, you come back and test the last resistance and turn it into support, or you lose it. So 40 cents is likely now since you lost the flag. I'll leave that there because they could do a fake out and bring it back up, but now 40 cents seems likely since you lost that 41.4 level. That's not really that big of a dump. I remember we're on the 1 minute time frame, but to me now Dogecoin is likely to see 40 cents. We'll see what happens. Again, they could do a fake out, bring it right back into it, but that doesn't happen that often. Bitcoin consolidating nicely here, and we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, that's kind of what I see. I see Bitcoin continuing sideways on the 1 minute time frame. And so you could even say, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of this, and if you really want to trade every little flag that you could see that this is getting a little ridiculous, but you could say that this is another little mini falling wedge here. Let me get rid of that one. And you could say that this could break up to 88,944. As long as Bitcoin can hold this level right here at 88,524, this measure move is valid. If you lose 88,524, it's over. But that, to me, is a falling wedge, or not even a falling wedge, just a bull pennant, and that has it's getting a little ridiculous. That's the kind of thing you trade on like the 10-second, and now you've pretty much lost that level almost. Get $40 more to go, but Yep, look at that. Dogecoin just went to 40 cents. And again, when you pump really hard, you can dump really hard. So now Dogecoin lost 40 cents. Your next support would be 38.27 on the 1 minute time frame. We can now get rid of this because this is no longer valid. I still think sometime today, though, we get up to the resistance on Doge. And I think Dogecoin later today sees 47 to 50 cents. That's just what I see happening. Even though the 1 minute time frame looks bad, I think the macro time frames are bullish. The 15 does need to pull back. 1 hour needs to pull back. But I still think we see 47 to 50 cents on Dogecoin in the next 24 hours. It's just likely at this point. Now 39.27 is going to be the next test. If you lose 39.27, you might have a little bit of support at 36.57. But that's how I see it. And I bet it dumped because Bitcoin dumped as well. So yeah, that's what we got going on tonight. On the macro time frames, going back to the 5 minute time frame for Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin can hold 86,946, I'm still bullish on the 5 minute uptrend for Bitcoin. Also, Bitcoin isn't going to make a lower low unless it loses 88,268, which looks likely now, but until you lose 88,268, that's not a lower low. And this falling wedge could just be a double bottom or something. So I'm open to a lot of ideas, a lot of possibilities. Thankfully, I'm not trading the 1 minute time frame, so like short-term price action, whatever happens, isn't really that big of a deal to me. Like it doesn't bother me. But now this could be like a rounded bottom. I did not want to delete that last one. This could be a rounded bottom right now for Bitcoin if you do not lose the level of 88,289. If you lose that level, then it's not really a rounded bottom. This could keep dumping, but this definitely could be a rounded bottom. We'll have to have another 5 or 10 minutes of price action, see if we break to the upside or not. But again, if you hold 88 on the super small time frame, if you hold 88,289, then this is likely a double bottom and you continue higher. So my computer's starting to lag. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. And with that being said, I think I might have to get out of here because my computer's lagging. So with that being said, thanks guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be back live 11 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. If Bitcoin goes to 100,000 before then, which I don't think it will, but if it does, I'll be back live for that. But until then, this also looks like a rounded bottom starting to play out. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. And I see a new all-time high coming for Bitcoin probably sometime in the next 24 hours. Probably sooner, actually, but 24 hours at the most. So I'll make an update tomorrow on Bitcoin. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Until then, trade safe. Always use a stop loss and don't FOMO. Those are my 3 tips for successful bull run trading. Until next time, toodaloo.